What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing today, man? How's everybody feeling? Today is pretty much gonna be, I'm just, because I finally got like the last thing I was waiting for to come in. So I figured I'd do give you guys an update on where we are as far as for accomplishing my goal, accomplishing the goals that I have set for this year. And that is to be completely ready to have to, introduce the Ghost to flex fuels. So there were a few components I told you guys I wanted to get, and I got them. Finally got the last part of that stuff in. So now it's just gonna be a matter of waiting on things to cool down in the Houston area for a while. So I'm hoping, my plan is to get my tune scheduled and set up for like the end of November. So that's kind of what I want to do. I'm gonna do that today, and then I got another tool. Got another tool I kind of want to show you guys as well. And today I kind of want to do a little, just a little detailing in the car. We washed the car and everything. I haven't driven it, so the car is just sitting as clean, engine bay clean. So I figured I'd do a little detailing in the inside the car as well, the interior. And we'll just talk a little bit while we do that. But for right now, let's go ahead and switch over to the bench, and then I'll show you guys, everything I got. Most of the stuff y'all already know. It's just the one thing that you guys don't know about. Let me quit babbling on, man. Let's just take a look at the bench, man. Golly. So as you guys already know, I already got the replacement AEM fuel pump that we're gonna do an install on, put that in, and then as well as the entire Cobb can flex fuel kit with the fuel pressure sensor as well. So I got that complete kit. And then also before then, we're going to do a spark plug change, the normal stuff, oil change. And around that time, we should be able to be doing a gear oil change too. So I want to kind of schedule that in and get that done. Another thing is, this is the last thing I was waiting on that I wanted to get, and it's the OTL ignition coils. Now, these should make things quite a bit better as far as for tuning purposes for the car. So this is pretty much what they are, and it should just give you a better spark. Now, I've done this sort of thing before on my Honda when I had it, except the freaking ignition coils on that thing cost way more than these. I think they were like about 900, pretty much $1,000 is what they were. It's like $998 or something like that for those. So they do help you get a better spark, which makes it better for tuning, and you do get a little bit more power. It's not like a ton, but anything that makes the car run a whole lot better, I'm all for it. I want to try and have the best possible parts I can get for the car. It comes packaged pretty nice too. So that's kind of what I got for flex fuel. And other things that I want to get, it's a few more things I want to get installed also first, like the boost gauge. I kind of want to change out a few more things just to kind of get ready for all this stuff, to try and make it as easy a process as possible. So that's pretty much what I got as far as for parts and stuff like that. Like I say, the newest thing I got is the OTL ignition coils. So that should help from a tuning aspect for the car. I want to show you guys a new tool I got. All right, now y'all. So remember I told y'all, there's a channel that I watch, man. Real good friend to our channel, to this channel, is Ron from Portland. Dude, when I tell you Ron from Portland, this dude he always comes in contact with some of the coolest freaking tools, man. And I tell you, I like the dude, but my wallet freaking hates him. Because every time I see some stuff on his channel, man, I'm like, God dang, that's cool. I have to have it. So this is another tool that he had on his channel, man. And look, man, check this out. It's called the Vivor. It is pretty much a 3-in-1 kit that you can use for like emergencies and stuff like that. So basically, it has an impact gun that you can use. It also has sockets, right? These sockets are for your lug nuts, right? Now, the cool thing about this is that this thing is reversible. So this pretty much is whatever the standard size is for each vehicle, whether it be a truck, a car, or SUV. I think it pretty much covers it. So this thing right here this is a 19 millimeter and a 17 millimeter. So This side right here is the 19 millimeter. If you flip it over, this is the 17 millimeter. This one right here, this is the 21 millimeter on this side. And if you flip it, you got a, what is this, 21 millimeter. So it's 21 millimeter, 23 millimeter on this side. Now, I know you wonder how is it gonna fit in here, and this is where the impact comes in for, and that's the reason why it has this long shaft on it. So that way then you can kind of fit this thing on there and it'll fit on both sides and be able to do whatever you need to do, and it'll fit and have plenty of room to fit along on your lug nuts. So man, this is really cool. This is, I'm telling you, man, this is a cool tool to have. So now they have this. This is something that you would keep inside of the car, and this is to break the glass if you need to. Or it has like a little hammer right there. And if you need to cut your way out of your seatbelt, like I said, this would be something good to keep inside the car in the glove box, or like your center, your armrest compartment. And you can just put this on here and you can rip your seatbelt off if you get into an accident or something like this. And this just has a plastic cover on it. Okay, so right here, it's like a little cover over it. And yeah, you might want to keep this in your glove box without this cover on there. But like this is like to be able to break your glass if you need to get out of your car in an emergency type situation. And you got a little hammer on here as well. But that's just to protect it, you know, so that's that. Now, it also comes with, gloves, and it also comes in a case as well. And the cool thing about this case is if you're on the side of the road, you can pretty much flip this thing around. It has a little Velcro on there for like other little type of reflectors, but it has this on there. So people will be able to see you coming up if it's at nighttime or something like that. It's a pretty cool little tool. I mean, cool setup to have. Now, the way that this is going to be powered, it's going to be powered with your cigarette lighter or plug-in. So right here, this is where you plug it into your cigarette lighter. And then you will be able to plug this little power source right here. It'll go into the back of the impact right here to use it there. And you also have that, you can use it in the back right here that same way too, there, and plug it in. Or if you need be, you can plug this into this cigarette lighter part right here, either the cigarette lighter, or you can plug it in here and you can use your battery as a power source, and you can use these two to do that. Now, this is a 3-in-1. So you got your 12-volt side here. Let me pop this off of here. So that's pretty much where that is. That's going in there. Let me put that back. And then on the other side here, this is an air inflator too. So now it has everything you need in it to be able to use your air inflator. It even has backup fuses just in case the fuse blows inside of it. You have everything you need in there, your hose and all of that stuff. And all of that can be controlled right here over top. So this is your gauge that'll tell you how much pressure you're putting into your tires. So it's a pressure gauge on here as well. And the way that it's controlled is here and here. So you got, if you press it, this toggle, this first toggle right here, press it forward this way. That's for your air. In the middle is off. And then if you want, this is now, that's just to use your air. It also has, like I said, the flashlight function on here. So that's to turn your flashlight on, that turns it off. And the flashlight is right here in the front. And man, this thing it's really good quality because it's got some hefty weight to it. So it doesn't feel cheap by no means, even though it's not that expensive of a tool to have. But now, the final and like one of the most best parts about this thing is that it is also a jack. So this right here, like I said, when you toggle it forward that way, that's for you to use it as an air inflator. The middle is off. And if you do it this way, it is also a jack. So you can jack your car up with this thing as well. And this right here, the U is for up, the D is for down. When it's in the middle phase, that means it's off, and that function won't work and everything else will work. But this right here is what you would put underneath your car. It even has little indentions right here for your pinch welds. And whatever you need to do, you can just screw this thing up like this here. All the way up, it goes up pretty far. And this thing is, I'm telling you, this thing is super cool, man. So I'm actually gonna try this out on my wife's car. So now that's the main reason why I bought this is for my wife's car. I didn't really get it for the Ghost, but there was a time when she had a flat tire and dealing with the jack that comes with that car, with her car, because she has a Honda CR-V. Man, this thing here is going to come in handy because then you don't have to do no whole lot of heavy lifting and no work like that. And it'll be easier for her to get this done. So this would be this is a cool thing to have when you go on road trips or anything like that. So in a little bit, I want to go ahead and test this thing out just to see how it works on taking a tire off and lifting up the car to make sure it's going to lift up the car high enough. I'm pretty sure it will, because looking at the car that Ron used on his SUV, that thing is much higher than this CRV is. So this thing should work perfectly fine. All right, y'all. So look, I just figured I'm going to main thing I really want to check on with this thing is to make sure it's going to be just what I need to lift this car up and down like I want it to. If you really want to watch all of the functions of this thing, I'm gonna link Ron's video in the description, because he did an extremely good job of kind of breaking down everything in here for me. I just want to make sure that this thing is going to be exactly what I needed for it to be, so that my wife can use this thing. So let me just make sure it's going to lift the car with. I thought about taking the tire off. I might just take a couple of lug nuts off, maybe, just to see how, you know, how strong it is. But right now I got it plugged into the cigarette lighter. So this is in the 12-volt cigarette lighter. And at that point it has the ends where you plug it in here, so you can use the impact. This thing got some torque on it. See, look at it, watch my hand when I hit it. See how it twists? It's got some torque on it. So remember, L is for loosen, T is for tighten. So let's see if we can take a bolt off of here. I just want to see how strong it is. So let's see. Put it on here. This is a 19. So now we're on there. So let's loosen it. Let's see. Dang. Dude, I didn't even feel it do anything. It just came. God, dog, this thing is pretty strong. I thought it was good. You know, when you give it an impact, it does a little blah, 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 and it comes off. No, this thing just whoop, spins it off. Well, let me put this back on here. Like I said, I'm only gonna take off one. I just want to see how strong it is. And it is pretty strong. So the main thing I want to do is start this thing by hand. As long as I got some good threads in there, at that point I can just put it back on there and then tighten it. And that's it. And it's like it goes so fast. It has like it feels like when it goes, it has a little stop on it to where pop, and it just breaks it loose, and then it just spins the rest of the way. So it's not constant just banging on it, bang, 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 like a hammer drill. It spins, gets up some momentum, and then it just pop. It's like it has a brake that hits, pops it loose, and then it comes off the rest of the way. So that's cool, man. I like it. Okay, so now let's move on to trying to jack the car up. So let's see if this thing will do that. All right, so now I'm going to plug this thing in here. All right. And let's see what we do in here. So let's see the flashlight. So there has a little light on it. Flashlight is on. Got a flashlight on there. I'll turn that off. And that's the air compressor for the to air up your tires. That thing sounds like a pretty strong pump. So for here, I'm gonna put it in jack mode. So at this point, this is what we're gonna do. So you got your lift points right here. So this is your pinch wheel, and this is the lift point. So right here, this is where my lift point is on this car. So from there, what I'm gonna do, put this thing underneath here, and at that point, I'm gonna screw this out. You should be able to screw this thing up at least until it touches. It should go pretty far. And me, I want to get it to right where it's touching. I don't want to get it like, you know, just right underneath it. And at that point, all I have to do is click it onto the on position. Okay, so I think I need to put it in a little bit more. You want to try and center it on this little line as best you can. It's the way it's in the center of this bolt right here. Let's go up. There we go, that looks better. You can see right there, It's on kind of an edge, but that's because it's got that little flat spot on there and it's lifting it up at an angle. So let's see. As long as it gets us off the ground enough to where we can get this tire off, we are good to go. And there. And right there, the tire is off the ground high enough for us to get that wheel off of there. If we had a flat tire, change it out, put it on there, and we ain't got to do no winding or nothing. Just pull this out, plug it in, then we ready to let it down. We just hit the down button, and we are good to go. Now let me show you guys something on the bottom down here. On the bottom, it has this down here at the bottom, so it'll be a flat surface whenever it does come up and down on there, and it gives you a lot of surface area to be able to balance the weight. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of, give you guys for the most part an update, let you know where I'm at as far as for having everything I need ready to be able to put the car on flex fuel. At this point, all I need to do is just save up money for the tune. Once I get the money up for the tune, I'll update you guys then. Matter of fact, when y'all get an update from me on that, it's gonna be me starting the process on starting to add tools and add stuff to the car, and to get it ready, get it up to that point, because I don't want to hook up too many things ahead of time. I just want to kind of do everything in line the way I can kind of do all of my inspections and be on point. And then the video that's gonna come next is I'm gonna do a little paint, and I'm gonna try and use up some more of the rest of that paint that I got, that aerosol paint that's the same, that's paint matching to the car. And I got something that I wanted to paint, and I had to buy another can of clear, so I got that. And then we'll do some painting and on a new part for the car. So I'll show you guys that when we get to that point. But appreciate y'all if y'all made it this far in the video, man. Thank you. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit all so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, my people, peace.